Prussia managed to gain large swaths of territory in the Napoleonic Wars and has spent the last few years making startling reforms across the country. Will Prussia continue along this path and perhaps... G'day, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's video, we are going to try and form Super Germany, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first couple of things that we are going to do as the wonderful land of Prussia, we're going to come over here to our research, we're going to come to society, and we are going to grab nationalism. Now, the reason why we are grabbing nationalism is because if we come over here to cultures, nation formation, just casually ignore these three down here. As you can see here with Germany, you see that in order for us to form Germany, we need to have research nationalism. Now, what we're going to do, first things first, is we are going to do quite a couple of big brain plays. So we're going to come over here to our budget. That's right, we're going to tax the crap out of people. You already know. And damn straight, baby, the grain. Hell yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to lower down our military wages, and we're also going to lower down our government. So we are now making 72.6 thousand cash reserves a month. Now, what we're going to start doing is if we come over here to Russia, we are going to obviously start bankrolling him, and we're also going to start bankrolling good old Great Britain, which is going to be beautiful. Now, in the midst of us doing this, we're also going to start improving our relations with France, because we also want to start bankrolling them, and while we also do that, we're going to start improving our relations with Austria. Now, what the strategy here is, we are going to try and form Super Germany with the German unification play. Now, usually how we can do that is we actually need to basically get an obligation over good old Austria, which will take its time. Now, I've never actually formed Super Germany before, so this is a first for me. I saw this strat on a Reddit page this morning, so I thought, hey, this would be a sick idea. But yeah, really hoping that we're able to bankroll we managed to bankroll Great Britain pretty quickly, so that's sick. Okay, absolutely amazing. And now while we're doing this, we are going to go right ahead and actually probably start building ourselves some motor industries. The reason for that being is because if we come over here to our production, we already have railways, which is absolutely amazing. So I mean, it is going to be pretty good. So we're going to start probably build about 3 in Pomerania for obviously our wonderful steam engine times. As you can see here, we need to have a building level greater than or equal to 3, so that will serve us pretty nicely. And we are going to go right ahead, probably start building about mostly in this area, mostly on this side of Prussia. We'll start focus on these other sides maybe later on, but more or less we'll just be focusing on the main area, mostly our capital, as you already know. So I mean, so far so good. We managed to get an obligation over Russia pretty quickly, and we're gonna go right ahead and ask a obligate. We're gonna start bankrolling good old France straight away. So I mean, so far it's actually been pretty quick. But if we take a look at our government, our laws, we're gonna come over here and enact good old dedicated police force, obviously, because you know it's like the best thing you can enact at the start of the game. Oh, we've even got an obligation on France straight away. Okay, I mean, fair enough. So we can already remove our consumption tax on grain and replace it with services. So I mean, so far so good. So yeah, now that, okay, all we got to do now is probably wait until we can actually grab nationalism, so then we can actually do the launch unification play for Germany. Now, the reason why we are doing this is because if we call in Great Britain, France, and Russia, we will actually be able to just make Austria give out. So it doesn't matter who sides with them. They're gonna give up eventually. So I mean, it is going to be pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead, declare our interest, and we are actually gonna go ahead and probably have our interest down here, and we might as well have our interest on Italy and the Balkans. So I mean, so far so good. It's gonna be good to see everything start moving along. I mean, motor industries should start kicking in very soon once we start getting our rail transportation all sorted. But we do need to fix our paper, tools, iron, and clippers. Now, when it comes to tools, we are the 4th highest producer of it in the world. I do want to try and become the highest producer of tools. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and probably start stacking up some construction sectors. Yeah, we're going to probably stack up about 5. Move these big lads to the very top. King intervenes. Yes, this will be done, of course. But we're about almost halfway with nationalism, which is very good. We even have munitions industry, but we will need to build about 5 munition plants for that. So that will also really help with our wonderful military. But definitely definitely for them in the meantime, we are going to try and keep everything as stacked as possible. I mean, hoping that we're able to activate rail transportation on all of these, you already know. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see how far we can actually take this campaign. Because, I mean, forming Super Germany, man, is actually going to be a pretty cool. Okie dokie, so we're going to have to go ahead and quickly probably stack up our iron mines a bit. Probably build a lot more in Posen and North Rhine. Really start stacking up on resources because I do want to become a real high producer of iron. Probably definitely in the top 2. I definitely want to beat Russia, at least. At least Russia, you know. So that's going to be absolutely amazing for the meantime. But yeah, really, we do have a taxation capacity in Silesia, which we probably have to fix up. Terrible with input on iron, but we will definitely get around to that. Probably fix up our marketing access in Westphalia as well. But to be honest, I think everything will be fine. The Egyptian Ottoman crisis. The Ottomans' attempt to take back control of the Levant from Egypt has become an international incident. Our involvement may tip the balance of the power in the region. To be honest, yeah, I don't want any part of that conflict, and we have gained nationalism. Absolutely wonderful. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and research canneries, and we are finally going to go ahead and actually launch our leadership play against Austria. So we are going to go ahead, quickly grab this, which is going to be beautiful. And the best thing about it is we are going to go ahead and use our obligation to call in Great Britain, Russia, and France, which is going to be absolutely magnificent. The Iron Chancellor, a nobleman named Otto von Bismarck, has risen to a prominent position among the Russian Junkers. Advocating for German national unity and political pragmatism, he offers his services to unite the state. Ah, beautiful. Infamy decay plus 20% for 5 years. You know what? Nah, we'll just, yeah, damage relation speed. Might as well grab that. All right, what we're going to do is call in our obligation for all the big boys you already know, which is going to be beautiful. It doesn't really matter now because, I mean, yeah, Austria is now fearful because, you know, they've got basically the big lads all over them. So, I mean, I'm absolutely loving this. But we're going to go ahead and mobilize our... And Austria backs down. Absolutely wonderful. And what we're going to start doing now is we're going to go ahead and start increasing our relations with some of the big boys here. And what we're going to start doing once again is we're going to start a bankroll on France. So start our bankroll. We are going to be losing a little bit per month, but she'll be right, honestly. Oh, a defensive pact with Hesse. Beautiful. We are definitely going to take that. So, I mean, so far so good. So we're stacking back up on iron, which is great. So hopefully our arms industry aren't gonna worry too much about their shortages. So, I mean, it's going to be good so far. Now, when it comes to politics, now I was thinking about doing colonialism. Now, I'm not gonna focus on it in today's video, so I'm just gonna leave it the way how it is for now. I don't think, yeah, I'm not really interested in going colonial. More or less, my focus is on Europe today. Ew, industrial barriers. All hands are needed for the future, lads. Oh, of course they are. France views Prussia as a potential threat. Really, as a potential threat. Well, isn't that kind of you guys? That's absolutely lovely. I thank all of you. You know what I mean? It's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, declare our neutrality, of course. Confederation with Saxe Weimar. Beautiful. Grab that. Also, grab a defensive pact with Waldeck. So now we're going to actually start grabbing some of these German, little German nations, which is going to be dope. Now, hopefully we can end up getting a wonderful... okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and end our rivalry with good old Austria. Probably just declare our rivalry on Spain because, you know, that's just kind of how it's supposed to be. But what we're going to try and do is once we can actually bankroll good old France, I'm really hoping we can start turning things around just a little bit quicker. But we come over here to cultures, Germany. You can see here that we do have majority of support, but we do want Austria to support us as well. So, I mean, we do have to do quite a bit and increase their relationship with us, which is just going to take it sweet. time. Oh, sweet love and damn. Of course, we're gonna have that. Steam engine. The engines of progress all aboard. You already know, boys. And we got our obligation over. Good. All right, I mean, so far, so good. So we can actually go ahead and start building up our construction sectors again. I'm gonna build about 6. Yeah, why not? I think 6 is a great way to get it all in. Cool. Imports. Okay, nicely done. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and conquer the wonderful land of Luxembourg. All right, so hopefully this will do us some good. We're actually going to go ahead and call in Austria, of course, because, you know, that's just kind of the way how it's supposed to be. Here we go. Call in without their obligation, which is going to be lovely. You could also call in Great Britain to actually make the Netherlands its dominion, which is Confederation. Wonderful. So I mean, they're gonna back down eventually, so I mean, it's going to be so far so good, and we are no longer, and they back down absolutely wonderfully. Okay. Oh, defensive pact with Saxony. Yes, I would actually love to have Saxony in my reaches, of course. Import paper. Belgium's improving their relations. I mean, dude, so much is happening. It's actually pretty crazy. I mean, hey, we've enacted landed voting. Beautiful. Oh, a flag change, which is absolutely sick. Now, the election, however, okay, seems like Conservative Party has a lot. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have patronized romanticism as well. I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, paper is... Okay, we're suffering from a bit of a sulfur problem, so more sulfur, lads. Okay, you already know. I mean, the more stuff that we build, the better, obviously. So, I mean, hopefully with iron, everything will come around full circle. Production-wise, we are third. We are lacking in transportation and coal. Motor industries. Wooden passenger carriers. Okay, you know what? Buildings. Okay, we're going to go ahead, activate wooden passenger carriers. We're also going to go ahead and start building with more coal in some areas. Actually. It's just tools. Okay, so tools is very much so needed. We're going to go ahead, buildings. We're actually going to go ahead, activate steel iron tools, which is going to be great. Okay, so this should not have too much of an effect. Okay, dye is terrible. Wood is now a thing. Okay, so building up some logging camps, eh? Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and stack some of these bad boys up as well. So, I mean, we're going to really start stacking up on our resources. We are 7th worldwide GDP. So that is a bit annoying. Okay. Would love to actually propose a trade agreement. You know what? We're going to go right ahead and... you know, we're going to start bankrolling Austria again. All right, might as well. We're going to go ahead and grab... yeah, might as well grab mechanized workshops. Oh, we got an obligation on them straight away. That is insane. Okie dokie. Right. Could propose a trade. Oh, yeah, we can form a defensive pact or form an alliance. We'll go ahead, form a defensive pact. Beautiful. And North German Federation complete towards Germany. The majority of North Germany has now been united under our banner. Hopes are high that this will soon lead to a federation of all Germany. There we go. We are now the North German Federation. And I think, yeah, we are in now and we're now in a defensive pact as well. Beautiful with the wonderful land of Austria. They are in denial as a desirable ally, eh? Very, very nice. You know, that's very nice to see. Thanks, boys. Really appreciate that, you know. I mean, hopefully we'll stack up on some coal and whatnot, you know. Hey, we managed to grab nitroglycerin as well. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead, probably start building some more steel mills, and we're gonna go ahead and actually start building some more motor industries, because we are gonna go ahead and actually build more railways. Mostly in these areas, because you can see here, low market access, man. We've really got to fix that. Probably here as well. Here to Mecklenburg. Okay, so hopefully this will be enough to, you know, fix up a couple of things in our in our wonderful North German Federation nation. Oh, there we go. Stop bankrolling. Yes. All right. Invite them into our customs union. I forgot how long was I doing that for Hanover. Oh, that's mad. Okay, so you know what I'm also going to start doing now? Oh, a defensive pact, of course. So what I'm actually going to do, because we do have an obligation still over France, which we do have to keep in mind. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start an obligation over Sweden, because if I can get an obligation over Sweden, dude, that's going to be huge, because if I can just really want to increase the German market, which is going to be good. So, I mean, I'm really hoping we can start doing that. And we managed to actually grab our obligation over Sweden, which is beautiful. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and actually use our... Okay, so they will not accept this even with the obligation. So I think we might as well go ahead, improve our relations with them as much as we can. Now, we are trying to once again get a obligation over Austria if possible. Also might as well start bankrolling Saxony, because Saxony is favorite party. Ooh, we just need to gain foreign interest in 7 days. Okay, no, we do not want... I want Sweden to join me, not you know what I mean. You know, just, yeah, I want Sweden to like me. You know, not reject me, as so to say. I mean, our market's doing pretty well. Still haven't and there we go. Now, see. Okay, so now that we have done everything, bro, we don't even need to bankroll Austria anymore. Yeah. So if we come over here to our cultures tab and nation formation, you see Germany over here. We will grab majority of these areas. So we do, obviously, we'll grab majority of Austria. You can see over here, Franconia, Rhineland is split, but we are going to go right ahead and form Germany, boys. Would you look at that, man? 92.4 million GDP, and oh my days, there is a lot to do. Additional expenses, subsidizing tool workshops. Oh no, why are we subsidizing those? Okay, very, very nice. Okay, so after we're done building these steel mills, actually, I think we'll just go ahead and only build a couple of these. So I've got about 11 weeks left. Okay, if we can recover our economy, I will definitely say this is a successful video, because usually I actually don't really recover the economy that often. So extensive military, unproductive trade routes, insufficient taxation, you already know. So yeah, I mean, we're still chilling with about 410 battalions, man, which is absolutely crazy, and we are really catching up to Great Britain as well on a lot of things, I shall say so myself. Very, very nice. So even with everything up to where it is, we are still losing about 46,000. Now, obviously, we do have high amounts of interest. We're going to have to definitely lower down the barracks, government wages, like admin. I mean, like, dude, yeah, like, look at this. Ooh, 3, 2, probably stack up at 1 there. Like, man, this is nuts that they had so much, man, like an absolute crazy amount. But obviously we'll stack everything. I mean, I would love to stack everything. You know what? To be honest, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I mean, we are spending a lot on everything else. I mean, with government administration buildings, which we just got to get rid of some. I mean, it's not really all that much. So, I mean, so far, so good. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our formation of Super Germany. I mean, we didn't really grab Bavaria or, you know, some of these little lads. But to be honest, it was pretty good. Yeah, first time doing it. I highly recommend for people to actually form Super Germany. It's actually really fun. So, yet again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.